Hey guys, it's Nashville Fishing and Airsoft here, and today I just wanted to talk about why I love fishing, and kind of talk about some of the benefits to me that are that come from fishing. So first off, you might notice I'm all kind of dressed up, kind of warm-ish. Not as warm as I should be, actually. It's because it's cold outside. It's December. It's the day after Christmas, and it's really cold out here. I just finished a good 2 hours of fishing the Little Harpeth River, and got skunked today, nothing, for a couple conditions. The water was very high. It's obviously cold right now, and I'm not the best I think I could be at fishing. I think I could get a lot better and learn more, and that's what my channel kind of is supposed to be. It's supposed to be kind of the adventures of me learning more about fishing and the outdoors, and just kind of documenting that. And I don't want to document something where I don't, make any progress or don't learn anything, and I don't want to make a video out of it, because that would kind of be a waste of time in my eyes. At least for you guys it would be. So one of the reasons I actually do fish in the first place is I just like it. I just love fishing. It's I think it's, I don't know, I think it's a cool thing to do. I've always wanted to hunt and fish when I was younger, and I think that I'm old. I think I'm old enough to maybe start hunting a little bit, but at least I can fish now. So I love the aspect that I can fish, and there are so many like local streams, rivers, and kind of ponds in my area that it would kind of be, bad not to take the opportunity to take advantage of those areas. And that kind of ties into why I like to fish. My friend actually got me into fishing, kind of. I mean, I'm not really even sure how it started. It all started a while ago, actually. Again, I loved fishing. I think it looked cool. I was like, oh yeah, I really wanted to go fishing. When I was younger, whenever my dad was home, I would always talk about, oh, we could go on a fishing trip to Percy Priest Lake, or wherever. And I was always really eager to go. I remember, actually, now just talking about this brings back some memories. When I was really young, I was like, I don't even know how young I was. Well, maybe not really young, but I don't know, maybe 7 or maybe even younger than that. Me and my mom were over at a friend's house, and they were having some kind of family reunion, or maybe it was even after Thanksgiving, and because they would always invite me and our family there. They were a really nice family, but like, I think some of the guys there were actually big into outdoors and kind of doing that kind of stuff. So I would, after Thanksgiving, one year, I think they were going to go on a boat trip, or they were going to go out on a boat into the lake. And I thought, for some reason, I thought that they let me go. They said that they would let me go, so I started going over there, and I don't know, I just thought I was just going to jump in the car and we're just going to go over on a boat trip or something. And so I really wanted to go. I really wanted to go outside, and I really wanted to kind of experience that for the first time. And then as soon as kind of they said, like, my mom was like, no, you can't go, and everything, I think I just genuinely just started crying, and just like, oh, let me go, because I really wanted to go. I obviously didn't go, but I did cry a little bit and kind of make a little scene out of it, because I wanted to go fishing. I wanted to go out there on a boat. I never was had gone on a boat. So I guess you could say, okay, and the first time I ever, I guess, really went fishing was with my friend Adair. He actually, right now, he's in a fishing team over at JP2. From what I've heard, they're pretty good. I mean, it's only like a couple guys over there, but he has a bass boat, and he's a pretty cool guy. We played football together back in elementary school, and I don't know, I think we just really like the same things. And one year for his birthday, he invited me over to go fishing with another guy. And all three of us went fishing out on, where was it? Center Hill Lake. And that was the first time I ever really went fishing. And that was the first time I ever went on a boat, from what I recall. And I was so, like, I don't know, it just filled me with joy just to be able to go out and fish. and you know, and he invited me. And the funny thing is I didn't even catch, like, the only fish I caught were little bluegill. The only time I actually caught a fish was off the little, like, the dock or the pier, even though we spent the whole day out in the water, on a pontoon boat. And we went catfishing. We caught like 60 pounds. Our bag was probably about 60 pounds. Now, for some reason, we took every single catfish we caught, well, almost every single catfish we caught, we took it home and filleted it. I didn't get one, partially because I didn't know how to fillet one, and another part was because I didn't catch one. It was a pretty interesting trip. I really liked that trip. That was one of my favorite trips ever. And then we went again later, a couple years later. We didn't really catch anything that time. Actually, a couple years later, you might not believe this, but that second time, a couple of years later, I actually I actually caught a 6.5 pound smallmouth, according to Adair. So, if you want to start talking about how I'm lying, don't come to me. Go to my friend. He's the one who told me that it was probably 6.5 pound. Of course, when I caught it, I didn't know what it was, and I was so like, I caught it, I brought it in, I was like, oh yeah, cool, it's a fish. And then I was like, okay, and then I just kind of like put it back. Like, I didn't like, now I appreciate everything so much more because I actually understand, not fully, but I understand more or less more of what, you know, fishing is. So prior to that, I really had no, like, kind of opportunity to fish besides this one time. I think I actually went to Poland, and I think I was actually posing for a picture, and they gave me the pole. Like, I don't know, I was like holding a fishing pole somewhere, and right after they took the picture, or right before or something, you know, the fish was on, and they just told me to reel it in, and I reeled it in. So that was technically the first fish I caught, but that wasn't really my fish, and you know, I was really young then. But I've just always had an attraction to the outdoors. I'm probably gonna miss something in this kind of video because I don't know, this is just kind of impromptu. I didn't really plan this video out. I just kind of thought, let's make a video, and you know, let's do that. So besides that, I've gone fishing to, like, you know, Reelfoot Lake before. I've gone there once. The one day I went fishing there, of course, there were whitecaps on the water, and we didn't catch anything really. We just caught a bass and a catfish. Although I am going back to Reelfoot, most likely Reelfoot. I'm not sure it's going to be Reelfoot this time, but I'm probably going to be going back to Reelfoot here in this spring. So if I am, definitely expect a video about that. Kind of going back to the whole thing about how Adair, he taught me how to fish. He literally taught me from the very beginning. He kind of introduced me into fishing, and as soon as I got introduced, I was just hooked. I just couldn't stop. I needed to keep on fishing. He introduced me, he taught me how to fish, the basics, and after that, I kind of started learning myself. I started watching YouTubers, and you know, oh yeah, watching YouTubers, that's good to get information that way, but going out and doing it myself is something that really, like, you know, obviously putting it into practice really helps me learn about fishing. But I would like to definitely thank him for that, for really getting me into the sport of fishing. And one of the things, as I mentioned before, I don't want to be putting up every single time I go out fishing, because there have been numerous times, including today, where I go fishing and all I get is snagged, I get cold. There was actually, last time I went fishing here, which is like last week, I accidentally fell into the water. So, like, I mean, you know, that was funny, and I got that on camera, but that's nothing really to post about. So all the videos you see, I'm going to try to make them as quality as I can, because if I posted every single thing, it would just be a lot. It would be a lot of content, but not really quality, like not quality content. And I know the videos I make aren't very quality, but I just try to make content that I would enjoy watching back when I get older and say, hey, that was me, I made that video, I made that, you know, I went fishing that day, oh yeah, that's cool. And just to document different things and learn from my mistakes. And then kind of go into the second part of this video, I want to talk about the second main reason I love fishing is because it gives me time to think, it gives me time to relax, it gives me time to even just to pray. And I know, you know, I'm homeschooled, so I do have time to pray, but I like, when I fish, I really like to pray that time when I fish, because it kind of it's almost like a connection with God I can have. And obviously I'm Catholic, and I go to Mass and everything, but I like, you know, I guess that you could say there's different kind of ways of praying, and one of the ways of praying for me is when I go fishing. It's a great time to relax. just get away from everything, be in my own kind of mind, and just be in my own place, and for a couple hours, even if I don't catch anything, I can still just have a great time fishing and appreciating everything that I have around me. It's like a mini retreat almost. That's what fishing is like to me. It's a mini retreat for myself, because most of the time it's silence, and all you hear is the water, you hear the wind, you hear some squirrels, you just hear, I don't know, I just feel at peace when I fish, and that's really what I really want. And obviously I feel at peace when I go to Mass most of the time, but when I fish, that's one of the only times outside, that's one of the only times besides when I go to like Mass and to church that I feel at peace. I don't know, I just really feel kind of almost even at home when I fish, because I know it's just me, God, and God's creation, and I can just fish. It's like it's almost like rehab, I guess you could say. And I'm not comfortable making videos in public yet, so that there are people like right behind me, and they're wondering why I'm talking to a camera. So I don't know. I'm gonna wait for a second. It's like rehab to me. Like it just gives me, I don't know. It's like I feel refreshed when I come back. I feel like I'm at peace with myself, and if I catch a fish or not, I feel a lot better, because I feel like I've done something. I feel like I can, I feel like almost closer to God, and I feel like it's something that I need to do more often, and appreciate more often. But it literally feels like fishing is therapy. I'm not even kidding. That's what it feels like. I feel so much better after. I feel relieved. I feel like, I mean, I don't know how to explain it. I mean, I like being at home, and that's great. I feel great there. But when I go fishing and I come back, especially when it's warm outside, it's just, I don't know. It's just great, because I can just reflect, and that's what I like to do a lot. I like to reflect about what I do, and just about my life and my choices. There's a whole bunch of people about to pass, so I'm just going to stop talking because it's weird. But when I make, but whenever I go fishing, I just feel so relaxed, and I just feel so ready to kind of be open to what's next in life and what's next in general. And I know I might not have the greatest fishing gear, but I'm going to definitely invest in that. The pole I have behind me, I don't know if it's in shot or not. It's right to the side right there. It's an old pole. It's an older pole. One of the eyes on the top is missing. Like, it's the inside of it is missing, so my line can break. The reel is horrible on it, so I'm going to be getting a nicer reel, probably a bait caster too. So I'm definitely going to invest in that. I'm going to invest in more tackle, and I'm going to invest in, obviously, all the research I do. I invest my time into that, so that's a big thing I invest in. But whenever I go fishing, I just feel so relaxed. I feel so ready for what's next. And I don't know, I just feel at peace with myself. So I guess that concludes the video of why I go fishing. There are probably some other points here and there I have that I missed that I would want to talk about and realize later on in editing, but I think that's good enough for one video for today. It's starting to get a little dark. I'm cold. I have like cold hives, so I should have worn gloves today. You probably can't see it, but I have bumps starting to I've had bumps for the past hour, and it's really itchy, and I'm really cold, so I need to start go back. My mom's here, so my ride's here. So I guess that is for this video. If you guys have any comments, put them down in the comments section below, because I don't know, I just like to talk about this stuff. So if you guys want to discuss like your story, or if you guys live around this area and want to fish with me, be more than welcome. You're more than welcome to kind of contact me, and so we can go out and fish together, because I really want, I really like fishing, and I really like appreciating nature and appreciating like keeping the rivers clean. That's something I really would like to do, because that's something that I would want to have when I get older, and either if I become a priest, or if I'm single and I go fish somewhere, I become a fishing guide or something, or if for some reason I get married, if that's what God wants, then I would want the rivers to be clean and able to fish, not just for me, but for people in the future. So you know, put your, I guess, comments down in the comments section below. If you like this video, drop a like. I'm not going to beg for likes, but if you did like it, then like it so more people can see it, and kind of, I don't know. But I want to form a little fishing and airsoft community on this channel, and kind of outdoors community. Because that's one of the things I like. I have a gaming channel. I love gaming. I have personal stuff on there, and I have this channel, and I love the stuff I do on this channel. I have some videos I really want to put up, and I just kind of have to put them together, but I'm going to stop rambling. Maybe I'll make another video later on about some more stuff, but I think that does it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. This is Nashville Fishing and Airsoft, and I'll see you next time.